Okay, it's 10:42, Wednesday, January 24th, and I'm in my car doing another episode of Crypto Uglies. Welcome. Let's start. I'm going to use this browser called Brave. I am definitely a believer in it. You should download it as well. It's a very secure, very fast web browser. I believe it's better than Chrome or any other browser, really, only because the founder of JavaScript created it, and I like JavaScript. I know how to code in it. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're going straight to CoinMarketCap. Right now, if you add up all the coins, the cryptocurrencies, add them all up, the market cap is $545 billion. Okay, I saw it as high as 850 billion a few weeks ago. So let's click on it. And it's chugging. Okay, so here's the charts. Okay, so let's look at just a 7-day. It's loading. Okay, there we go. So it's going up a little bit. If you go over here, let's go to the right. Okay, so it was a week ago 461 billion, and right now we're at, again, 541 billion. But if you looked at it, let's do 3 months here. There we go. So 3 months, around, where is that? There. Oop. Whatever. So yeah, January 6th, it was 811 billion. Almost a trillion. So definitely took a big dip there. Okay, let's go back. So Bitcoin right now is at $11,000 for one Bitcoin. And right now it has 34.7% dominance. So still a pretty big chunk. It was, again, I remember when it was like over 50%. But you have all these other ones that are growing. There's over 1,400 cryptocurrencies right now. So you got, of course, you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Yeah, it's half of Ethereum. Ripple was number 2 for a little bit. Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Stellar. So I do have some coins myself, but I do want to say that all this information I'm sharing with is not financial advice. It's just my opinion, and I'm just documenting my journey on this cryptocurrency thing. Okay, so I will let you know I do have some Ripple, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I do have some Cardano. Don't have any of these. I have some Tron. I have some Monero and Icon. I do have a lot. I do have some. Let's see what else. Walton is working out pretty well. I do have some Dogecoin. I want to call it Doggy Coin, but it's pronounced Dogecoin. And what else do I have? Some other stuff. Oh, Icon. Did I already say that? And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, I'm a believer. I think it's still early adoption. The mass does not really know about it quite yet. It's not adopted by the masses quite yet. But I think it is the future. And I'd say at least learn about it, right? You don't have to put money into it, but at least do some research on exactly, because what you're going to find out is finances work, how the value of money works, and even just how value works, right? So this really opened my eyes just in just a few months. I started in March of last year, but yeah, to get started, you could use Coinbase. It's an app where you could download and buy and sell Bitcoins, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. And they say they are going to add some more, and we don't know exactly what they're going to add. But I did want to share a video with you guys, and it's pretty interesting. It's about a man who started a company called BitInstant, and he went to jail, and he's already out now. But now he's basically, he was an entrepreneur, and he made a business so you could buy and sell Bitcoins. And yeah, so enjoy. If you do like, please don't forget to like, subscribe, or share this video just to get my channel up and running. I do want to get some more subscribers, and at some point I'm going to be giving some giveaways and things like that. Okay? Thank you.
In prison, you become a number. So no matter how rich or poor you are on the outside, no matter what you did on the outside, you are in khakis and you are a number. I've had a year to reflect and to take a break, and I am more into Bitcoin and blockchain technologies as I ever was.
Now he's out, and he's paid his debt to society, and he's trying new things.
This is my first public appearance since I've been arrested in January. A very, very tough crowd in there because they're not Bitcoiners, they're bankers. We're excited to show them the light, to preach the gospel in there. As a software purist, I believe in open source software, and I believe that everyone should see all of the code, and that's exactly what Bitcoin is. The mechanisms surrounding Bitcoin prevent unnecessary hyperinflation and the arbitrary printing of money. So it's a true, pure market, all built on the blockchain. So blockchain technology is not just money. It's a whole new infrastructure. The blockchain is simply a chain of blocks. It's a ledger system where thousands of transactions every second get packaged into a block. But instead of having one company maintain that ledger is actually maintained across everyone's computers in real time. It's decentralized real-time accounting. Bitcoin gives people economic freedom, and that's why it's a super amazing thing.
It has no center of gravity, it has no headquarters, you can't shut it down.
The only way you could is to shut off the internet.
The story that Charlie Shrem is a part of is the decentralization of finance. Charlie was one of the first people to help that along in the most basic of ways, helping people get money from point A to point B without an intermediary.
Right now I'm in New York, and what I'm going to be doing is sitting on a panel with Marco Santuri. It's a crazy time in the blockchain space. 2016, 2017 will be known as some of the formidable years in the Bitcoin and blockchain space. As the months go by since my release from prison, the tech community, not just the Bitcoin community, but the tech community as a whole, have really embraced me back.
Thank you, Radsman.
Thank you. I appreciate it. The most supportive community in the whole world is the Bitcoin and blockchain community. I have a much bigger appreciation for the small things. We'll be doing something, and I'll remember like how I couldn't do it before, and I'll be like, you know, like, this is freedom. And like, we'll always take a toast to freedom. Bitcoin is back with a vengeance, baby.
If you look back at the early days of Bitcoin, and you look at the people who made a lot of money, or that made a name for themselves, those are people who were a little bit crazy. And you had to have a little bit of vision. And I think crazy people who have vision that end up being right aren't called crazy people who have vision that ended up being right. They're called visionaries.